Hey, welcome back, my amazing student. So on this lecture here, I'm going to add another feature to our expense tracker here. And what I want to add is a button so we can edit the expense. It would be nice to do that, right? Now, before we do that, let me go ahead and I noticed something that's going on here. I noticed that we don't have any formats actually working here for some reason. And we do have it here. We see the decimal points here. So the reason is, actually, I know the reason, actually it's right here. With misplaced the 2 is supposed to be after the dot, right? And let me go ahead and look for the other one. Actually, total. The other one is right here. So I'm gonna fix that little typo there. And now we should see the 2 dots right here, right? So that's something I overlooked. Now, I wanna work on getting this button right here on the left side or the right side. All right. I think it would be nice to have it here on the left. All right. Because edit should be before deleting. Right. So let's go ahead and look for that particular delete functionality, that form right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this so I can do my work. Right. So we can work very cleanly here. And I'm going to wrap all this stuff in a div just like this. Now I'm going to give it some styles because I want those buttons to look nice. Now, my prettier extension here is not working. You can see the little triangle here. That's because the Jinja stuff is interfering with it. So I'm going to download a plugin later on to take care of this. I think it's called Jinja Aware or something like that. But anyway, for this particular editor, VS Code, we have extension for that to fix this and ignore some of the things like the Jinja. Because if you click here, you can see that it is actually giving me an issue here. You can see that we're getting an issue here. Now I could put some comments and ignore that line, and I can have my my editor work very nicely with that. But I prefer to actually install the plugin later. But anyway, let's go ahead and play around with this a little bit. We went a little bit off topic there. So let's go ahead and give it an inline class here, and this one would be a flex class, and let's give it a gap of 2. Okay. Now, what I want here is a button. Let me see how this looks first of all. All right, we don't have anything yet, but if we do edit here, we can see the little button right in line with it. All right. So now let's give this button a little bit of style, right? And let's just say text, let's make it sky 300. So that's a nice little blue. And let's give it some hover. And let's make the text the same color, but a little lighter. So sky 200. Make that a little bigger so you can see it. And let me just bring this attribute down so that way we can work with more classes here. All right. Text small here. Let's give it a little border. Actually, it's backwards here. A little border. And sometimes I like to do stuff like this and have my classes like that so that way I can organize this better. And I'm missing my prettier URL, to be honest with you. So border, and we make it the same color, but at the same time we'll do 400, which is going to be a little darker, and 30% opacity. Guys, in this course, you're learning even to Tailwind CSS, which is awesome, right? Some padding X's, we make it 3, and then we do, that's on the horizontal, and the vertical padding would be 1, and we'll do rounded. Now, you don't have to do what I'm doing here, because if you don't have the pretty URL, you're going to have to organize all these classes where they have to go. And I'm going to pause the video and do that, by the way, all right? So that way you guys don't have to do that. Don't have to wait for me. Yeah, I'm going to leave that way. So that way you guys can see it. No biggie. All right. Let's see how that looks. Refresh, and you can see the button looks like this. And when I hover over it, you can see that there. All right. Get a little change, nothing much. All right. And now what I want to do in this href here is that I want to send the button to a route that we don't actually have yet, right? So URL for, and this is going to go into edit, all right? So guys, I'm going to stop this lecture here because we're going to jump on creating this route on the back end on the next lecture, all right? Be consistent, guys. Always finish what you start. Now, make sure that you download that your project, again, your project resources, and the link is in the description, all right? So I'll see you on the next lecture. I expect to see you there, guys, and finish your application. See you then.